Welcome to the Deep Dive, your daily briefing on the most critical AI news. Today, we're cutting straight to the significant developments really shaping AI right now.
Exactly. There's so much happening, it's easy to get lost.
Absolutely. So we're talking OpenAI, new dev tools, industry shifts. We're pulling out what you really need to know.
Yep, just the essentials, focusing on what's actually happening and, why it matters for you.
Okay, let's dive right in then. OpenAI. They've reconfirmed their structure.
Yes, they've come out and confirmed their dedication to the nonprofit structure. It sort of provides clarity, amidst all the talk about their direction, reinforces that original mission focus.
Right, clears the air a bit. And product-wise, Codex is now inside ChatGPT. What's that about?
Yeah, Codex. It's basically an AI coding agent, but now it's integrated directly into the ChatGPT interface. So it's designed to assist software developers right there while they're working. An AI partner for coding tasks.
Okay, so a coding buddy built right in. Handy. And it sounds like OpenAI has even more lined up for next month.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a buzz about a wave of new AI stuff coming soon. We're expecting new models from Anthropic and also Windsurf's SWE1. That one's aimed at software engineering.
SWE1, software engineering. How's that different from, say, the coding tools we already have?
Well, SWE1 is designed to tackle the whole process end to end. It's about handling, real-world project complexity, things like incomplete code, integrating across different parts of a project. It's a step towards more autonomous AI help in actually building software.
Okay, more holistic. And Windsurf's SWE1, it performed well on benchmarks.
It did. It hit a 50.8% score on SWE Bench, and that was without using external tool.
The SWE bench, right? That's the standard test for these kinds of problems.
Exactly. Real-world software engineering tasks. The result suggests these state and context agents, ones that hold the project state internally, could be really effective for automation.
Interesting. A more self-sufficient AI for dev work. We're also seeing other new tools like Plandex.
Right. Plandex. Key things here. It's open source, and it runs locally on your machine.
Locally, that's a big deal for privacy, isn't it?
Definitely. Gives developers more control. Plus, it has a massive context window, over 2 million tokens apparently, and it can even do autonomous debugging.
Wow, local, open source, huge context, debugging.
Yeah.
That ticks a lot of boxes for developers worried about cloud AI for sensitive stuff. What about Trey AI 2.0?
That's right, AI 2.0, yeah. It's positioned as a free AI-powered IDE, the environment developers used for coding.
Yeah.
It offers unlimited API access to various AI models, which sounds great.
But there's a catch.
Well, yeah, it uses user data to train its models. So if you're working on anything confidential, that's something you absolutely need to consider.
Right. Free access is tempting, but that data usage is crucial. Good point. Even the big players like AWS are moving here.
AWS just open-sourced their Strands Agents SDK.
An SDK.
Yeah.
Software development kit.
Yeah, basically a toolkit for developers. This one aims to make building AI agents simpler. It uses a model-driven approach so developers can focus more on defining the AI model itself.
So the idea is to abstract away some of the technical stuff, make it easier to build these agents.
That's the core idea, yeah. Make it more accessible. And of course, OpenAI has its own cloud offering too.
Yes, ChatGPT Codex again. How does that fit in?
Well, people like Josh Ma and Alexander Birkos have highlighted it as OpenAI's kind of first cloud-hosted autonomous software engineer. Right there in the platform, it's another big step in AI-powered coding assistance.
It really does feel like a rapid shift in how software gets built. Okay, moving on. There's been some noise around Elon Musk's AI, Grok.
Yeah. Grok gave some heat for responses that, denied the Holocaust. Musk called it a programming error, but it definitely highlights the ongoing challenge of making sure these AI models are factually accurate and don't, generate harmful stuff.
Yeah, it really underscores the need for super careful development and testing, doesn't it?
Absolutely critical.
Okay, shifting gears a bit. AI and copyright. Big debate, especially in the UK.
Oh, definitely. Elton John came out really strongly against the UK government's plans. He called the proposals basically detrimental to artists, potentially letting tech firms use copyrighted work without permission. He's reflecting a lot of creators' concerns.
That's a powerful voice weighing in. But interestingly, not everyone in the arts sees it the same way.
No, it's not uniform. The artist Grayson Perry, for instance, said he's not that bothered by AI using his work. He even joked about being a champion of appropriation. So you see, quite different takes on how AI and creativity should mix. Shows how complex it is.
It really does. No easy answers there. On the tech side of AI collaboration, what's this ACP thing?
ACP, Agent Communication Protocol. It's basically trying to set a standard for different AI agents to talk to each other better. It's REST-based, aiming for real-time, local communication between agents built on different systems. The goal is, smoother teamwork between AIs.
Okay, so like a common language for AI agents to cooperate.
Pretty much. A step towards a more connected AI ecosystem.
Got it. Now, internationally, there were some ripples about Apple and Alibaba.
Yeah, reports surfaced about U.S. officials being concerned. The worry is that if Apple integrates Alibaba's AI into iPhones for the China market, it could significantly boost China's AI capabilities. It just highlights the whole geopolitical angle of AI development.
Right. It's not just tech, it's strategy.
Mm.
And speaking of sharing tech, the Linux Foundation has a new AI license.
They do. It's called OpenMDW. It's a new permissive license specifically designed for AI models and data. The hope is it'll encourage more open collaboration and sharing in AI research and development.
More openness could speed things up. But we also need reliable research, right? There was that MIT situation.
That's a really crucial point about study integrity. MIT had to distance itself from a pretty high-profile AI productivity study. Why?
Right.
Concerns about the data. It might not have been trustworthy. It's a stark reminder that we need rigor in AI research, especially when measuring impact.
Absolutely. Bad data leads to bad conclusions. Okay, let's look at what industry leaders are saying. Satya Nadella at Microsoft seems pretty focused on AI assistants.
Yeah, his recent comments really suggest a strong strategic push towards chatbots and AI assistants. Seems like a top priority for Microsoft right now.
Interesting to see that focus from a major CEO. And some startups are taking, well, bold approaches. Firecrawl.
Firecrawl, yeah, the Y Combinator startup. They're still trying to actually hire 3 AI agents as employees, offering a $1 million total comp package.
Yeah.
It's ambitious, shows a real belief in what AI agents might be capable of soon in professional roles.
Hiring AI agents. Wow, that's definitely one to watch. And AI is making big moves in healthcare, too.
For sure. Cohere Health, they use AI for prior authorizations and health plans. They just secured a $90 million in funding. Shows AI is streamlining healthcare admin. And then there's Sunlight AI, raised over $47 million. They're building AI foundation models for stem cell therapies.
Yeah.
That's about advancing actual treatments.
So, hitting both the admin side and the cutting-edge science, Dr. Eric Topol sees a big role for AI in medicine overall.
He does. Dr. Topol calls AI potentially the most powerful tool in healthcare, especially for prevention. He talks about its ability to analyze huge amounts of different biological data, multimodal data to predict and maybe even head off diseases before they start.
That's a powerful vision, AI as a preventative tool. And AI is even popping up in toy design, Lego GPT.
Yeah, researchers at Carnegie Mellon built Lego GPT. It's an AI that can generate physically stable Lego designs just from text descriptions. Could be cool for creative stuff, education maybe?
From health to Lego.
Yeah.
The range is wild. Google's researchers are also doing interesting things with images.
They've introduced something called Light Lab. It's an AI method, diffusion-based, that gives really fine-grained, realistic control over lighting in a single photo.
Ah, better photo editing. Visual effects potential there.
Exactly. Could be quite significant for image tech.
But this increasing use of AI by big players like Google is having knock-on effects, right? Like for websites.
Yeah, that's a growing concern. Reports suggest Google's AI answers are leading to fewer clicks through to actual websites. It's changing how people get information, and that could really impact publishers and, the whole web ecosystem that relies on that traffic.
A fundamental shift in information flow. Even retailers like Walmart are thinking about AI shoppers.
Apparently so. Walmart's reportedly looking at strategies to appeal not just to us humans, but potentially to AI agents shopping on our behalf in the future.
Wow. That suggests they expect AI to become a real part of consumer behavior.
Seems like it.
And in generative AI, Stability AI released a new audio model.
They did. A compact, open-source text-to-audio model. It's designed to run efficiently right on mobile devices. That could open up lots of on-device audio generation apps.
Text to audio on our phones. That feels like a step closer to, well, more integrated AI. And we're still seeing fundamental AI research, too.
Definitely. Like Sakana AI. the Japanese startup, they're exploring different AI architectures, looking at a brain-inspired model that focuses on time-based thinking. It's more about understanding how AI can process information over time, drawing from biology.
Fascinating. Okay, and quickly, AI in entertainment.
Yeah, a few things. The James Earl Jones estate allowed AI to replicate his voice, which led to Darth Vader showing up in Fortnite, apparently. Also, animation studio Toei mentioned interest in using AI in future productions. We're seeing AI assistants like Freed AI trying to give doctors more time, even seeing AI-generated hairstyles used by salon owners. It's just everywhere.
She really is seeping into so many different areas. Okay, let's wrap up with some broader industry takes. Estelle's Sonali de Riker on Europe's AI scene.
Her take is basically that Europe has strengths, but needs to be careful not to over-regulate and stifle innovation, compared to other regions. It's that balancing act.
Right, innovation versus regulation.
Yeah.
And NVIDIA's CEO, Jensen Huang, addressed the chip export issue.
Yeah. Huang said NVIDIA hasn't seen evidence of their AI chips being improperly diverted into China. He expressed confidence in their partners despite the ongoing export control talks.
Important reassurance given the geopolitical climate.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam Altman defended some international AI deals.
Mm-hmm. Altman defended Trump-era AI deals with Gulf nations. He pushed back against security concerns some critics raised, framing the deals as positive for U.S. AI leadership.
Complex stuff. Technology, business, national security, all tangled up. Lastly, Dell's chief AI officer, John Rose.
Rose had some interesting points. He talked about the AI ROI flywheel, basically aligning AI investments with clear business results. He also highlighted unexpected job growth in construction, driven by the need for AI infrastructure, and predicted more multi-agent teams in future work.
So AI isn't just changing jobs, it's creating demand elsewhere, like construction. Wow, okay, that was a packed deep dive. The speed of all this is just incredible.
It really is. And staying on top of it is key. Hopefully, covering these points, the new models, the tools, the ethics debates, the industry moves, gives you a solid picture of where AI is right now.
Definitely provides that crucial snapshot. So as AI weaves itself more deeply into everything, perhaps the big question for you to think about is, what are the most critical conversations we should be having right now about how we govern it and use it ethically? Something to ponder. Thanks for joining us for this daily deep dive into the world of AI.